Folks, this is ioEther, and we're back playing some more World Tanks. So, as you can see, this is Darkfowl in his KV-3. This is a Tier 8 game on Lakeville, and of course, it's an encounter game. And again, I apologize for the blackness back here. This is a glitch with the map mod of my mod pack. It only happens sometimes, and it doesn't happen in live games. So it's a replay thing, and I can't figure it out. I have no idea why it's happening, and yeah, sorry. So before we actually get into the game, as always, if you want to talk to me, Twitter, Duckster, and Facebook links are all in the description below. I did stream for a couple hours last Saturday, like 2 or 3 days ago, depending on when you're watching this. So if you wanted to get those updates as to when I'm streaming and whatnot, they come on Twitter. I will try to announce beforehand when I'm going on, and then as soon as I start streaming, it automatically posts to Twitter. So follow me on Twitter if you want to see me streaming. As always, if you want to support the channel, like any videos you enjoy, and if you want to support me directly, my Patreon account is in the description below, so you can just click on that link and follow the link to where it goes. I'm gonna shut up with this now. So, as we get into the game, we notice that we have 2 of our heavy tanks, which I didn't notice what they were. Can't see, apparently. Lovely. So 2 unknown heavy tanks are in the valley, trying to hold the valley against a couple of enemy tanks, and the rest of our tanks are pushing into the city. I mostly agree with this. I don't think we should have as many of our heavies over in the valley. We need like 1 and a couple of tank destroyers. So this SU-152 should probably be over in the valley, covering the valley. That FCM apparently decided he wanted to get shot in the side, and so Darkfowl obliged him. You know, when somebody wants to get shot like that, you just have to shoot them, right? Beautiful shot on the side of that Carnivore. I may just start calling it a caravan, because that's much easier to pronounce, and there's no way I can pronounce Carnivore, whatever, that thing. The way it's supposed to be pronounced. I swear it's an English tank, but it doesn't sound like an English word. If somebody knows the origins of it, I'd love to hear it. Beautiful second shot into the side of the caravan over there. Dodging return fire. And one thing I do want to note before we go too far into this. Right about here, this will be the Allura Glacis on the right hand side when you're looking at it. That's a Zamorak. If you shoot that, it will damage the Zamorak. You shoot that a couple times and you will blow the tank up. Obviously it's not needed to kill it, but it's always a lot of fun to put a round through there. Or 2. Or 3, you know, until its top blows off and it gets all comfortable-ish. And that will work with any British heavy tank. Most of the way up the line. I don't remember if the Tier 9 is different than the Tier 10. But I know it will work at least tiers, can't remember. I think it works in tiers 8 and 9 at very least, and 10 maybe on the heavy side. But I know for certain it works on the tier 6 through 10 on the medium path, as those ones I have the most experience with, and I have the most experience getting shot. My little BB gun on the left-hand side of my tank, and suddenly my ammo goes up, because of course when you're driving the tank it's the left-hand side. So Caravan is doing a decent job at backing up and angling his armor. He just over-angled his side a little bit, and Darkfowl managed to finish him off. Oops, that's not good. That is an SU-152, and that's an artillery, and Darkfowl zoomed out. Yeah, I wouldn't have zoomed out right there. So I don't know if he did it on purpose or whatnot, or that was a reflex or bad decision or whatnot. But anyways, zooming out will always change the exact positioning of your gun. It will jump up or down because of the difference in angle from where you are scoped in and where you are zoomed out. The difference in the camera angle will actually change where your gun is focused on, and that's why people sometimes miss shots because they zoomed out, and that's why you don't ever want to zoom out just before you fire. That particular shot only managed to track the T25/2. These shots should be done in sniper mode. The reason for that is you can't see enough of the tank zoomed out in order to tell where you're shooting. Yeah, like, beautiful shot, tracks the T25/2. Unfortunately, T25 manages to put in a return shot, and now Darkfowl is only a couple of shots from being taken out of this game. Now he needs to be focusing on that T25/2. Yeah, he's just letting the T25 have free reign, and it's going to take him at least another 2 shots to kill the T25. Yes, he could push around the corner and do some damage, but he really needs to kill the T25 first. Yeah, now he's on 38 health. Now he's in trouble, because he can definitely get killed by the T25/2 at this point in time. Wait, what? What? Why are you blue, sir? Sorry, I actually tried to move over. I don't see any of our tanks over there. Who did our KV-5 shoot to turn blue? Okay. So that apparently happened. So now we have a decision to go with. So do we turn and kill the team killer before he finishes off the rest of the team, or do we trust him to keep shooting at the red guys who are clearly the enemy here? I don't know. Now, obviously, the team's going to have to make their own choices, but I personally would just finish off the enemy team. Because at current time, the scores are deadlocked even. If you, if the KV-5, if you kill the KV-5, it's going to put the enemy team in the lead. Not to mention, he is currently another target for them. And so yeah, that's lovely. Anyways, so we're just gonna, Darkfowl is just gonna wait here. He's hoping that the T25 will try and come back out, and the T25 jukes out as if he knows that Darkfowl is waiting for him. Darkfowl just puts a shot into the T43 because why not? And he's gonna reload again, and next person to stick their face around this corner is gonna get it shot off. Hellcat puts a shot into the I6. Hellcat's over on the road. It's a really beautiful shot. And a friendly Cromwell is actually circling around. So the T25/2 is dead by somebody else, probably the Cromwell. And now all the resistance in the city has been cleared out. Now there's a Tiger 2, a Churchill, and a VK, along with an enemy Cromwell. These are all the guys that pushed through the valley. So the fact that we didn't have our tank destroyers and one heavy tank over there, okay, Mr. VK. This crap will get you on my ignore list. I hate that crap. You want to do it once or twice, even 4 times, I get it. You're panicking, you need, you want to let the team know. But any more than 4 times, you become a spammer and you just automatically go on my ignore list. I literally had it happen so bad at one point that I couldn't see any of these names because there was just some idiot spamming, and I couldn't block him because of the fact I couldn't find his name on the list. Good job by Darkfowl here, setting up for side scraping. This is exactly what he needs to be doing. And he just needs to keep that up, and he's going to kill this VK, no problem. Where are you going? No, forward. Why? No, don't say it like that. That's not... Okay, well that's not where... Okay, well he just fired, so go up and be aggressive and side scrape. You'll be fine. No, you're in a heavy tank. He's in a medium tank. Go forward. Where are you going? That's not forward. Yeah, there. See? Works well. Forward! Come on! Come on, all you... What do you don't need help, just go kill him. You just gotta set up for side scraping. You'll be fine. Well... Oh, that's not... Well, the VK apparently threw away his only chance, and...
Double kill.
That VK. Okay, so... Let's talk about this for a second here. First off, when the VK came around this corner, if he had been looking in the right direction and had snapshot, that would have been the end of Darkfowl. Second off, if the VK hadn't just charged around here, if he'd actually inched up, he could have shot Darkfowl in the back end without Darkfowl being able to shoot him back, and that would have been the end of Darkfowl. Thirdly, yeah, I mean, thirdly, just trying to kill Darkfowl at all meant he was definitely going to get killed by our team. So, this whole charge was just death incarnate. Now, I'm glad that we didn't end up killing the KV-5. He turned out to be a valuable ally once he stopped killing our team anyway. But Dark, this was a great game, and you played really well. Don't never throw it away like this. Okay, this almost lost you. Personally, lost you the game. Yeah, your team would have won, but you would have been dead, which in my books counts like a loss for me. Next time, don't be afraid to go a little bit aggressive. It's a medium in the same tier you. He's gonna have a severely hard time penetrating your frontal armor. Unless he knows exactly where to shoot, and the way this guy was playing, he did not have a clue where to shoot. Now, obviously, you can't just run around the corners, but you can inch up to them, side scrape, figure out where he is, and then just keep doing that all the way up and follow him if he keeps backing up. Eventually, he'll make a mistake and you can kill him. But anytime you sit back like this and play passive is generally the time when you lose. And unless you're in a scout tank or an artillery, occasionally a TD, sitting back and letting the enemy dictate the terms of engagement is always going to end badly for you. You gotta, even if you're not being aggressive in attacking, at least be aggressive in your positioning so that you don't end up being a victim. It will get you dead. 3,800 experience without premium, with a daily double for 47,000 credits. Is Ace Tanker, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Bruiser, and then of course the coveted Spartan Award, which was for the BK side scraping incident, I think. And then of course High Caliber, richly deserved. And along with that, got some spotting damage in here. You know, it wasn't a whole lot, but just still some. Top experience on his team by a decent margin. That is a pretty sweet game, all things considered. And definitely, our Cromwell definitely gave us assist on that. Between the game was carried by these two guys. And this is really surprising to me. Now, it's not so surprising all the guys who are alive got the most experience. That's generally how it works. For the most part, if you're still alive at the end of the game, you're probably in the top experience earners. But the fact that our KV-5 was the guy who turned blue, how much team damage did he do? He did 304 damage to friendly team, which is why he turned blue. So I don't know how many shots that was over, but I'm going to guess it was one shot considering the fact that it's a KV-5 and that's about how much damage his gun does in a single shot. So how do you turn blue in a single shot? likely he shot a friendly inside the cap circle, and thus turned blue. I think that's the only way you can turn blue. That fast, I mean, in a single shot, is to shoot a friendly inside a cap circle. I think that's the only way to do it. And if it's quite possible that he's been team shooting for a while now, and the game just finally said, nope, you're done. You're blue now. Great game. Thank you very much for saying it in, Darkfowl. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night. This is ioEther out. Hey folks, this is ioEther, and we're back with some more World Tanks. Side scraping. How to counter a player who's side scraping. So the E100 is trying to side scrape. And you can see, let's see where. Ronick is actually firing at the engine deck of the enemy tank. And, well, that makes sense, because Ronick's gun is actually higher up than the enemy tank's engine deck, so he can aim down. And if he concentrates right, and if he, T-57, really? How did you miss that shot on the T-57? Really? That was like a free shot. So the enemy E100 is getting really pissed that Ronick can somehow penetrate him without being, without exposing enough of his tank so that this guy can kill Ronick. So Ronick's, again, gonna shoot for the engine deck.